Hey guys, it's KOKOStern with an afterthought for Brutal Legend. So I did finish this game, and I really enjoyed it. And as you can see, we're now playing on an AI matchmaking game. So it's just practice with an AI, and it's the most gentle difficulty, so it's not gonna pretty much do anything. And as you can see, there's giant titans over there. That's pretty damn scary, and the graphics are pretty cool. So we have a lot of things to talk about, but the first thing that we want to say is I wanted to show off the stage battles. So there are stage battles, and apparently if you stand here too long, he'll actually hit you. So there's environmental hazards in the stage battles themselves. Other than that, though, you can see me flying right now. You can survey the entire map, which is pretty much my stages over there. There's additional geysers over there, fan geysers. You can see the leeches sucking them. They have to kill them first, and only then can you use them. And this is the other stage. Damn, this is the other stage. So, other than having this way to move around, you can obviously move around on the ground and fight and use your solos. And while you're doing that, you can upgrade your stage, and there's all kinds of units. Obviously, you can only use the basic ones, upgrade their stage, use more, and that's about it. In terms of telling them to move, since I'm next to them, only if I'm next to them can actually give them commands. If I'm so far away and I say something, you must be near your troops to give them orders. So I'm going to get closer here, and you can see that I can tell them to go forward, I can tell them to hold and defend, I can tell them to find the beacon, which I can place wherever I want to. And I'm actually going to place it right now over this leech, so they'll go over it, kill it, and then I can use the fan tribute solo in order to get them. And I can also tell them to follow me. So right now they're going to go to the beacon and kill that. Other than that, we obviously have the solos, and that's pretty much the stage battles that you control your units, and you can also double team with them, which I hope they'll manage to get through. You can double team, so right now I'm doing a mosh pit with the headbangers, which is pretty cool. So, and other than that, there's all kinds of, they talk while and there's the quirkiness and everything goes into that. So first let's talk about the single player campaign before we actually get to the multiplayer. Single player campaign actually ended a little bit earlier than what I wanted it to. It's a bit short, but it's really good. The story is wonderful, and I really enjoyed it. There's actually a couple of difficult levels at the end, and we'll discuss difficulty in a second. But it's a bit short, but still worth it, and obviously it's up to you how much you want to go around, do all the side quests, find all the secrets, all the legends that give you more lore and more stuff like that, and customize the character itself. There's a lot that you can decide to do. The main story, really good. Is a really good story. And now a note about difficulty. I played this game on the hardest difficulty, which is brutal. And on the hardest difficulty, you really have to utilize the system properly. And when I say utilize the system properly, I usually don't, and I'm talking specifically in stage battles, because everything else is pretty easy no matter what you do. But the stage battles are the difficult part of the game. And I'd usually just upgrade my stage all over. And the enemies will send a couple of units to get to the build up an army, and send units to go to the fan geysers, as they should. So what I'd normally do, and it's not always easy because you die very quickly in brutal difficulty. What I don't always do is just use my solos. So I'll go up to the enemies and I use Face Melter, which essentially I can't actually show you because I can't find anything. I don't see any enemies here. But what Face Melter does, and obviously there's a cooldown of 1 minute, you can't use it all the time, it pretty much kills anyone around you. Kills them. Melts their faces. So, in a very small AoE, but it's still super effective. So you don't really build up your army, and you just come up to the opponents and kill all of them. Now, it works against the computer because the computer isn't always amazing, but... Oh, is he gonna die? Is he gonna die? Is he gonna die? Is he gonna die? No, he's gonna die. No, they both died. They both died. It's a very gentle computer, so we'll forgive him. So, it's pretty easy as long as you use the system correctly. Now, when they start amassing a serious army, it's kind of hard to come in and use Face Melter because you'll die before you'll manage to do that. But in most cases, it's fine. And that's the thing. You have to kind of abuse. I don't really want to say abuse the system, but you kind of have to abuse the system and use the solos correctly. Use your car correctly, which is one of your greatest assets. As I take this fan geyser and get more fans, you have to properly use the system. In other difficulties, normal and things like that, and less than that, you basically can just create an army, march forward, and you'll be fine in most cases. Now, there's 3 factions, and we're going to go into multiplayer now. The 3 factions are this one, which is pretty standard. The second one, kind of status ailments and status effects and have to correctly use them. And the third one is totally different. It has hierarchy units, which work in the way that you create a hierarchy unit, and then that unit creates different units. And you upgrade the stage, then you can create the second hierarchy unit, which can create the first hierarchy unit on a higher level. So you have different hierarchy units and different levels of units that each one of them can create. I hope you got that. It's not that complicated. You understand it immediately once you play one game. But it's pretty cool. It's an interesting way to have more than diversity in the races in the different factions. And it kind of works. Now, I haven't been able to really play multiplayer a lot, which is really unfortunate. I played 3 games of multiplayer that all pretty much went in the following way. You start off the game, and then you play a little bit, and it's pretty cool, and then the game just stops because of authentication problem or just logs out or something like that. Now, I assure you, I bought this game fair and square, 15 bucks when it was on sale on Steam. I have it, I swear to God. So I don't know why authentication errors occur. And it's really unfortunate because I really wanted to explore more in terms of the multiplayer. So right now, the multiplayer doesn't kind of work. I hope they'll patch it up and will actually make it playable because it can be so much fun. It really can be so much fun, this game. I believe there's a lot to work here. And there's also, they wanted to make Brutal Legend 2, but eventually got cancelled completely. But maybe now with this coming out, they'll wanna, if this will work out well and they'll manage to do the multiplayer well, they might want to do Brutal Legend 2, Double Fine. So that's, I'm hope for it myself, but we'll never know until actually happen. And I'm actually gonna build the biggest thing and maybe try and go show you some of the tag teams that are really, really cool. So, should you buy this game? That's pretty much the answer we want to talk about here in the Afterthought. If you like Tim Schafer and metal, and Jack Black quirkiness and all that, yeah, you need to buy this game. It's freaking amazing. Now, in terms of looking at it in an unbiased way, in just a normal kind of game, it's a great action game. It has great elements. There's a couple of problems with the fact that it supports sometimes FPS drops. You need to get used to the controls, which aren't entirely comfortable. The wheel doesn't totally work really well. They didn't smooth it out with the mouse, so it's not entirely comfortable. But it works, it's fine, it's completely playable, and it's kind of short. If the multiplayer would work better, I'm pretty sure the life expectancy of this game would grow by a ton. Right now it doesn't, so that's unfortunate. But it's a lot of fun to play. And I wouldn't tell you to buy this game at all if it was 60 bucks, but since it's just 20 bucks on Steam, it's pretty much, whoa, okay. Oh, is it hitting, it hit over there so I can pass safely. Since it's just 20 bucks, it's pretty much worth it. There's a good amount, a 9-10 hour, I'd say, if you pretty much play generally, not do every side quest or everything, but do some of them. There's a good amount of hours here, and the multiplayer you can play against AI, which is also fun. It's a good game. It's a really good game. If you don't entirely love everything here, maybe it's not for you. Maybe it's really not for you. And with that said, I'm gonna use this is the ultimate vehicle. I'm gonna use the Bladehenge Assault here. It's a giant sword from the sky and show off some graphics, and it deals a ton of damage. This thing is going to fight them off, and I'm also going to I'm going to do the Bring It On Home solo, which brings out a giant Zeppelin that crashes down here and does a ton of damage. So that's always fun, and now you hear the alarm because I've attacked essentially the stage. So this is Brutal Legend for the PC. I'm KOKOStern. This is an afterthought for Brutal Legend. Check it out. Let me know if you like it or not, and I definitely recommend it. It's a fun game just for the story, and again, if the multiplayer comes out properly, hell yeah. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.